Hello children, how are you all? Let's start our social science class. Take your social science book, all of you. Take your social science book. As well as you have to take your note, dictionary and stationery things. All you have to keep with you. Got it? Open page number 137. Page number 137. Before start the lesson, yesterday I have given homework. Ezana, have you completed your homework, all of you? And have you completed your classwork? You have to finish the classwork and homework the day itself, okay? We are going to check the answers now. Yesterday I have given fill-ups and complete the sentences. Ezana, fill in the blanks, first one. Shall we check the answer? Yeah, good. Open your homework note, all of you. Open your homework note. Already I have told you, you have to use only the blue ink pen. You should not use black pen, and you have to underline the important points by the pencil, and topics also should be underlined by the pencils. Okay, the first one is nature is full of many things that are required for human survival. Okay, human survival. Things that satisfy human needs are called resources. Things that satisfy human needs are called what? Resources. Does becomes a resource only when humans utilize it? Answer is neutral stuff. Neutral stuff becomes a resource only when humans utilize it. Resources satisfy the needs of humans. The early man was completely dependent upon nature. The answer is the early man. Okay. If your answer is wrong, correct it now. Correct it now. Don't make any spelling mistake. Write the spellings correctly. Got it? And the next homework is complete the sentences. The first one is water was there on the earth. You have to complete the sentence. The answer is prior to human existence. Second one, the farmers work hard to convert a piece of land into an agricultural land. The mineral deposit of the USA were useless to the natives of the area. If you have done any mistakes, correct it first. This is the answers for the yesterday homework, okay? Read your book every day. What are the lessons? What are the topics have completed? You have to read every day. Got it? The unit 1. Already we have seen some parts. The same unit in the previous class. Yes or not? The remaining part we are going to see today. Unit 1, resources catering to our needs. In the previous class we have seen what is resources. Okay, what is resources? Things that satisfy human needs are called resources. Okay, I have told you to write some the resources. Yes or no? 10 resources I have asked you to write. Some people have written. And you see that when you write the classwork and homework, you have to write very neatly. Got it? The handwriting should be very neat and very clear. Don't write it ugly. And yesterday we have seen humans and nature. Okay. And the humans, nature and technology we have seen yesterday. Today we are going to see from the types of resources. Okay. Types of resources. Each resource has its own importance and resources can be of various types. So resources also, there are many types. Okay, various types are there in resources. It is based on their origin. Okay, so the each resource has its own importance and resources can be of various types. It is dependent upon the based on their origin, based on renewability, on the basis of development, on the basis of distribution. So these all are the types of various types of resources. Okay, based on their origin, based on renewability, on the basis of development, on the basis of distribution. We are going to see the biotic resources. It is comes under the topic of based on their origin. Okay, so on the basis of origin, resources can be grouped as biotic resources and abiotic resources. Okay, it is given in the book, page number 139. Open your book and keep it, all of you. Open your book. Based on their origin. Okay, so biotic resources and abiotic resources. What is biotic resources? You see that biotic resources are the ones which have life or living. எந்த உயிரினங்கள்லாம் எந்த வளங்கள்லாம் உயிர் வாழ முடியுதோ அந்த வளங்கள் எல்லாமே biotic resources. Okay, for example, plants and animals. Plants can live, isn't it? It has life. Animals also have life. Okay, so this is the biotic resources, and all the plants give us food. They were the primary producers of food. Plants also give us medicines, fruits, cotton, etc. So from the plant we can get many uses. Yes, we can get medicine. Yes, leaves, many medicines we can get from the plants, and many types of fruits we can get from the plants, and cotton from the by the cotton we can make many things like dresses, cotton dresses. Yes or no? So many uses are there in the plant. Okay. Then animals are being domesticated for eggs, milk, wool. So these animals also, they have more uses. Yes or no? Eggs we eat. Yes or no? And milk we drink. And wool we use the wool for making dresses. Yes or no? And biotic resources have the capacity to reproduce. So they are inexhaustible resources. Exhaustible means what? தீர்ந்து போகக்கூடியது. Okay, inexhaustible means தீர்ந்தே போகாது. Always it will be there. We can get it again and again. Okay, so the biotic resources or the inexhaustible resources we can use again and again. Okay, we can get it again and again. Next one is abiotic resources. Okay, the resources like soil, water, minerals, these all are called abiotic resources. What is abiotic resources? That are part of non-living environment are called abiotic resources. Biotic resources are living things. All the living things are called the biotic resources, and all the non-living things are called abiotic resources. Okay, these resources are found in a limited quantity. We can get it very limited only. Okay, but the biotic resource we can get more. As on plants we can get more. Animals we can get more. But abiotic resources we can get very limited. In a very limited quantity of abiotic resources only we can get. The over-utilization of such resources can lead to their extinction. Utilization, over-utilization means அதிகமாக நம்ம பயன்படுத்துறதுனால சில resources வந்து என்ன செஞ்சிரும், அழிஞ்சு போயிடும். எசானோ, because the coal, water, in the house also, in the home we use water for our bathing, cleaning, everything we use water. Esano, if you use the water completely it will finish. Esano, so we have to save water, we have to save minerals, we have to save soil, everything we have to save. Okay, so the over-utilization of such resources can lead to their extinction. See that this is the difference between biotic and abiotic. Living things, plants, animals, bacteria, fungus, protists, these all are the biotic resources. Okay, abiotic resources, non-living things, all the water, soil, light, minerals, air, these all are called the abiotic resources. Okay, so from this we can clearly understand that all the living things are called biotic resources and all the non-living things are called as abiotic resources. And second one is based on renewability. Okay, under the based on renewability there are two types are there. Okay, renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Okay, what is renewable resources? Resources that can easily be renewed or replenished once used are called renewable resources. Okay, so when the resources we can get again and again, we can replenish. Okay, நம்ம வந்து திரும்ப திரும்ப பெறக்கூடியது. Okay, so they are called the renewable resources, and these are also called inexhaustible resources. Inexhaustible means தீர்ந்து போகாதது. Okay, தீர்ந்தே போகாது, always we can get. Example for the renewable resources are solar energy, tidal energy and wind energy. Solar energy we can get. There is no end to get the solar energy. Yes or no? We can renew the energy again and again. Every day we can renew. So that is one of the renewable resource, and wind energy also, as well as the tidal energy also. These all are called the renewable resources. Okay. Non-renewable resources. The non-renewable resources cannot be renewed or regenerated. If we used once, okay, if it is used, we cannot get it again. They are called the renewable resources. Okay, non-renewable resources. They are available in a fixed quantity. The over-utilization of resources can lead to extinction of such resources. Some resources are there, non-renewable resources are there. So the quantity, the fixed quantity will be there. If you use the over usage, நம்ம அதிகமாக யூஸ் பண்ணிட்டோம்னா திரும்ப நமக்கு வந்து அது என்ன செய்யாது, கிடைக்காது. ஓகே, they are also called in exhaustible resources or the renewable resources. Is that no? Inexhaustible. The renewable resources are the inexhaustible resources, and the non-renewable resources are the exhaustible resources. Okay, exhaustible means தீர்ந்து போயிடும். Okay, then energy resources like coal, petroleum and oil would get finished if overused. Okay, the limitation is there. Okay, so we use petrol for the vehicles, yes or no, and we use oil. So if the oil, if it is finished, we cannot get it again. Okay, then they are called fossil fuels. Coal, petroleum and oil take millions of years to form. The oil, petroleum, coal உருவாகிறதுக்கு அதிகமான வருஷங்கள் ஆகும். Okay, they are formed due to the decomposition of buried dead organism and plants. இறந்த விலங்குகள், இறந்த தாவரங்கள் அதெல்லாம் மக்கி அது கொஞ்ச நாள் கழிச்சு என்னதாகுது, பெட்ரோலியமா கோலா நமக்கு கிடைக்கும். So it will take the millions of years, okay, to form. Therefore extinction of fossil fuels would take millions of years to replenish. திரும்பவும் உருவாக்குறதுக்கு அதிகமான நாட்கள் ஆகும். Okay, so these all are the non-renewable resources, and the oil, coal, petroleum, these all are called fossil fuels. What? Fossil fuels. Resources. The chart is given, you see there. There is a difference between renewable and non-renewable resources. Okay, the renewable resources, example solar energy, air energy, wind, water, tides, flowing, soil, plants, these all are renewable energy. Once we use, we can get again and again. And it will not take long period, very short period we can get the energy. Solar energy we can get it every day. Is there no? Water also, tides also, soil also, plants also we can get. But the non-renewable resources, you see the fossil fuels, oil, coal, natural gas, metallic minerals, iron, copper, aluminum, non-metallic minerals, salt, phosphates. So these all we cannot get within a short period. It will take long period. Is that no? So those all are called the non-renewable resources. Once we used, we cannot get it again very soon. Is that it will take long time. Water cycle. What is water cycle? Water is a cyclic resource. It changes its form and circulates in the hydrosphere, atmosphere and lithosphere. Okay, we live in the earth. Yes or no? Our earth is one of the biosphere. What? Biosphere. Because if you compare the earth into all the other planets, the earth is one of the special planet, because in earth only water is there, air is there, land is there, what are the necessary needs, so everything are there in the earth only. So this is one of the special planets, so the humans are lived in the earth only. Okay, so earth is called as biosphere. There are three spheres are there in the earth. Altogether we can say that biosphere. Okay, what are the three spheres? Hydrosphere, atmosphere, lithosphere. Okay, hydro means near. Okay, water. Atmosphere means air, and lithosphere means solid items. Okay, so these are land area. So these all together earth, biosphere. Okay, it forms a cycle in these spheres. The water is found below the surface of the earth in rivers, seas, lakes. Water is there is an everywhere. If you see that most of the area covered by water. As I know, the sea, many seas are there, lakes are there, rivers are there, oceans are, is an everything covered by the water. This water evaporates, ஆவியாகுது, is I know, due to heat of the sun, then it rises in the air and forms cloud. நீர் வந்து தண்ணி வந்து ஆவியாகி அந்த ஹீட்னால ஆவியாகுது, is I know. Then it rises in the air and forms clouds. ஏர் கூட சேர்ந்து அது என்னதாகுது, cloud மாறுது, மேகமா மாறுது. Then due to precipitation the water returns to its original sources. அதுக்கப்புறம் என்னதாகுது, மழையா திரும்ப கீழே பூமிக்கே வருது. This is called water cycle. Then the water what will happen, then it will evaporate. So the water again it will evaporate due to heat of the sun, then it rises in the air and forms clouds, and then due to precipitation the water returns to its original sources. This is called water cycle. Okay, see the picture. This is the picture of the water cycle. You see that the water is evaporation is there, ஆவியாகுது, is I know. Then condensation, அந்த ஆவி வந்து என்னதாகுது, மேகமாகுது, clouds ஆகுது. Then precipitation, மழை பொழியுது மேகத்திலிருந்து. Okay, then collection, then again evaporation. அந்த precipitation மூலமாக நீரெல்லாம் அந்த ஆறுகளில் குளங்களில் எல்லாத்துலேயும் சேகரிக்கப்படுது. திரும்ப அது என்னதாகுது, evaporation மூலமாக cloud-ஆ உருவாகுது. Okay, this is called the water cycle. Next one is on the basis of development. There are two types are there, actual or developed resources and potential resources. Okay, actual or developed resources which are being used to their fullest and whose actual quantity and quality is known or called actual resources. Okay, for example, water is an actual resource, and the actual quantity and quality of water is known to us. So the quality of water we know, and the quantity of water also we know. Is that we can use the falling water to generate electricity. Moreover, water can also be used in agricultural and industrial sectors for various purposes. Is that water is used for many purposes. Similarly, wind energy in some countries has been tapped to generate electricity. Hundreds of windmills are installed in order to generate electricity. So from the water we can get many uses. It is used for agricultural field, and it is used for industrial sectors, and to generate the electricity, and for drinking purposes. Domestic purposes also we use the water. Then the next one is potential resources. All resources before becoming actual become potential resources. The resources whose total quantity is not known are called potential resources. The surveys can help us to know the actual quantity of resource available. Places like Siberia and Antarctica are supposed to have bulk of potential mineral resources. Similarly, Africa has a huge potential of hydropower generation because of the presence of waterfalls. So in Kanyakumari you see that many windmills are there, is or no? So like that, some area it has some type of resources. Okay, in some countries they have the mineral resources, and some countries they have the hydropower resources, and some countries they have the wind power resources. These all are called the potential resources. Okay, then Some resources are found only in specific area. குறிப்பிட்ட இடங்கள்ல மட்டுமே சில வளங்கள் வந்து கிடைக்கும். They are the localized resources. Okay, example, diamonds are found only in South Africa, and lots of minerals are found in India in the states of Jharkhand and Orissa. Okay, so some countries, it is the speciality for the some resources. Okay, that is called the localized resources. Human made resources. The natural resources, in the beginning of the lesson I have told you is what is human made resources and what is natural resources. What are the resources are made by the human, they are called the human made resources. Human beings are capable of changing the available resources in such a way that they become useful to them. Human made resources are in a way finished products which are obtained from the raw materials. Example, the natural resources. Okay, the raw material. What is raw materials? Have you studied about raw material? You should know that what is raw material. The paper is there. Yes or no? So the paper is made by the package. Yes or no? The sugar package and some waste things. Yes or no? So the paper is made by the bamboo trees. Yes or no? So these all the things are called the raw materials. எந்த ஒரு முழுமையான பொருளை உருவாக்குறதுக்கு நம்ம எந்த பொருளை எல்லாம் பயன்படுத்துதோமோ அதான் raw material. For example, I'll say you very easy. Okay, coffee is the finished good. Okay, முழுமையான பொருள். Yes or no? So to make the coffee, what are the things we added? What do we have to add? Coffee powder, water, sugar. Yes or no? These milk. These all we have to add. Yes or no? So these things are called raw materials. What are the things? Sugar, milk, and coffee powder, and water. These all are called the raw materials. And the finished good is the coffee. Is like that many natural resources are like wood. Many plants are there. Is many trees are there. From that we can get the wood, and the wood changes into many chairs, benches, everything. Is that is the that made by the finished products. Is they are the finished product made by the raw material of wood. Did you understand? So these all are the human made resources. மனிதர்களால் உருவாக்கப்பட்டது. எசானோ நேச்சுரல் திங்ஸை வந்து மனிதர்கள் என்ன செய்கிறாங்க, அவங்களுக்கு விருப்பமானபடி அவங்களுக்கு தேவைகளுக்கு ஏற்றபடி அந்த பொருட்களை வந்து உருமாற்றிக்கிட்டு இருந்தாங்க. ஓகே, தட் இஸ் கால்டு த ஹியூமன் மேட் ரிசோர்சஸ். Human resources. Human beings are capable of converting a neutral stuff into a resource. As mentioned earlier, human beings have tools of thought, skills, technology, knowledge. In the ancient people, the early humans, they used their skills, technology and knowledge, and they made many things. Okay, and which make human beings a very important resource. Human is one of the important resource because human only make many things. Is that no? The human only convert the neutral stuff into the resource. ஒன்றுமே இல்லாத பொருளை வந்து அதை ஒரு வளமாக உருவாக்குறது யார்? ஹியூமன்ஸ். Is that no? So they are the resources. We are the resources. Okay, human resources have both skilled and unskilled workers. Skilled workers are a group of people who are skilled in various tasks like engineers, doctors, professors, architects, planners. These all are called the skilled workers. Okay, and the unskilled worker means they are the group of people who are not trained or skilled. But both the types of human resources are useful for development and progress of a nation depends upon both natural and human resources. Okay, so human resources, there are two types of workers are the skilled and unskilled laborers. Okay, conservation of resources. Conservation of resources. It is important to save our resources. Resources should be used in an optimum way. Okay, we have to use the resources in an optimum way. Abundant natural resources available on the surface of the earth are not equally டிஸ்ட்ரிபியூட்டட். நிறைய நமக்கு இயற்கை வளங்கள் இருக்குது நேச்சுரலில், ஆனால் எல்லாமே என்ன செய்யலை, பயன்படுத்தப்படலை. The unequal distribution of resources and limited availability of non-renewable resources results in scarcity of resources. பற்றாக்குறை, ரிசோர்ஸஸோட பற்றாக்குறைனா நிறைய வளங்களை வந்து பகிர்ந்தல். ஒரு இடங்களில் வந்து சில வளங்கள் அதிகமாக இருக்கும், சில இடங்களில் வந்து வளங்கள் வந்து குறையாக இருக்கும். எஸ் ஆர் நோ? ஸோ தட் இஸ் த ரீசன் ஃபார் த ஸ்கேர்சிட்டி ஆஃப் ரிசோர்ஸ். அது ஒரு வளங்கள் வந்து பற்றாக்குறை ஏற்படுவதற்கான காரணம். Therefore, we need to conserve both quality and quantity of resources. Okay, நம்ம வந்து அந்த பாதுகாக்கணும், ஒரு வளத்தோட குவாலிட்டியையும் பாதுகாக்கணும், அதோட அளவை என்ன செய்யணும், பாதுகாக்கணும். Okay, so that our next generation they can use all the resources. Got it? So this lesson has completed. From this lesson you have learned many things, yes or no? About humans and nature you have, what is resources you have learned, yes or no? Then what is the relationship between humans and nature you have learned. Then the types of resources you have learned, yes or no? These all are very useful to you. Okay, and your parent they save the money, yes or no? Already I have told you how we have to save water, air, everything, yes or no? We have to save the product, the resources, conservation. Okay, we have to conserve the resources. So why? So that in the next it will be useful for our next generation and the coming years. We need water, yes or no? The water is there in the home. Okay, if you finish all the water in the same day, the next day what you have to do? If there is no water comes in the pipe, what will you do? Yes or no? So you cannot get the water, yes or no? So we have to save the water for the next day, for the next generation. We have to conserve the resources, all the resources. Okay, all the renewable resources and non-renewable resources also. Okay, so ask your parent. Okay, your parent they invest the money, yes or no? And they save the money. Yes, ask them why do they save the money, why do they invest the money. Okay, and collect the answers and keep in the mind. We will I will talk to you tomorrow. Got it? So ask your parent why do they save money and why do they invest money. Got it? Ask your parent and keep the answer. Okay, don't ask more questions. Okay, just only ask mummy, do you save money? If they say yes, then ask why. They'll have one answer, yes or no? So just get it and keep. Okay, don't ask again more questions to them. Got it? Did you understand? Okay, and work is name two renewable and non-renewable resources. Write fast, all of you. Already you have completed two short answers, yes or no? This is the third short answers. Complete it fast. Name two renewable and non-renewable resources. Solar energy, wind energy, coal, petroleum. Okay, non-renewable resources, coal and petroleum. Fourth one, name two localized resources. Very easy questions, yes or no? Diamonds and minerals. Classify resources on the basis of development. Actual or developed resources, potential resources. Differentiate between biotic, abiotic. Already one question you have written yesterday, yes or no? This is the second one. Draw the line. Okay, make the box like this and write it. Biotic resources are the ones which have life or living, that are part of non-living environment are called abiotic resources. Biotic example, plants and animals. Abiotic example, soil, water, minerals. Renewable and non-renewable resources. Renewable resources that can easily be renewed or replenished once used are called renewable resources. These are called inexhaustible resources. The non-renewable resources cannot be renewed or regenerated. They are also called exhaustible resources. Write fast. And your homework is find the answers for the book back one words. Okay, book back, you see that tick the page number 143. Page number 143. Tick the correct answer and fill in the blanks or there is or no. You have to find the answer, read the book and find the answer. We will check the answer tomorrow. Okay. This is our homework, as well as one more homework is page number 139. You see the types of resources. Under that one box is there. Collect 5 objects and write about material used to make the object and its utility. Okay. In the object. Okay. அது எதன் மூலமா உருவாக்கப்பட்டது, அதோட யூஸ் என்ன. Okay, example is given. You see the book made by paper and ink. Yes or no? And the use of book is study. Okay, like that I will say you some examples. Pencil. What are the things used? Lead and wood. Yes or no? And use writing, drawing. Yes or no? So like that you can you have to write object, things used and used. So these two your homework. Finish your homework, write well and send the homework today itself. Got it? Study well. We will see tomorrow.